Tuesdays, all sorts of reasons sub. Alright, man. YouTube, what is up? It's Martin East and EastBingeGaming.tv. About to do a Jayce game for you. Wait. Jayce mid? Alright, Jayce mid. I hope you didn't pick Jayce when your team was all... well, actually, you know what? I was going to bitch about all AD comps, but this is a situation where it really doesn't matter. Unless Teemo builds tank. Thanks, Shaco! Dude. Now, I was going to say don't pick an all AD comp, but, you know, their team is going to be kind of squishy in general, so it's not that big a deal, although, you know, it sucks. The longer the game goes on, the more it sucks. So, judging by the score of this game, I'm going to imagine that we didn't end the game fast enough. Jayce falls off hard, son. The Jayce buffs help. What's up, Slays? There's no need to tank that for free. There's no need to tank that damage for free. Right there. Look at how you're standing. Don't stand that close. You should be here. In this area. There's no need to stand that close. You don't need to tank that. Good damage. I would have liked that trade without tanking the free poke. I got them boogers, dude. Jesus. So far, so good. Missed it a little bit of... Whoa, what just happened here? Why are we firing like that? What did you see? Hold on, let me see what you saw. See if it made sense. Okay, that's good. I'm not hating on that. You get his flash. I was going to say don't just EQ crazy, because that hurts your mana pool a lot. Push this in, dude. Push this in first. If LeBlanc leaves, make it hurt. Yeah, you're fine. Like, just ping it back. You have plenty of range with EQ. Just push that in. It's fine to follow. It's fine to match there, but, like, don't panic. It's Volibear. He has passive. He's good, dude. He's not dying. There's no... you don't need to rush over there. No need to panic in that spot. He's not going to just get one shot by Rengar, dude. He'll be fine. Just ping when LeBlanc leaves and keep pushing. You're gonna get tier. Nope. Nope. I'd rather you get tier. Or if you can't afford to back for it, yeah, I don't know. I don't like the longsword buy. There was nothing forcing you to back right there quite yet. LeBlanc doesn't have teleport or anything. Like you were fine to keep going. Rengar had no flash. You weren't getting ganked anytime soon. Get your tier. Alright. You should know why that went bad, right? Like, you know why that went bad. 1, 2. Just knock him, like... You're in 1,000 minions, dude. One, two, and then E him. E him and get the fuck out. But yeah, you shouldn't even be going that ham in that many minions. This is just minion problems. Minion world problems. That's what this shit is. Don't make that crazy all in there like that. If you're gonna go in, Your goal should be to jump, auto, E him away, not jump, auto, face tank it, then ignite him late and flash. If you were gonna all in, you needed to ignite sooner too. Next time, wait for the minions to thin out before you do that play. Because you just... Not only did you fail, you're gonna miss farm now too. And that sucks. You know? Still no tier, I don't like that. Tier's really good on Jayce. Essential. Allows you to not just blow your load like you're doing in one combo. This is all well and good. We don't have as much mana as I'd like, though. We're gonna get a tier now. Nope. We're just bum rushing Ghostblade, huh? At least Bear is gonna get you blue buff. That's good. This was great. This was great, minus the whole, like, getting killed after part. So you jump in, you full combo. If you dodge the E that comes after this, super worth. Super worth. But, you know, good attempt. Mechanically, you can always clean shit up, but whatever. At least you recognize that you could all in that Rengar right away and then fuck around and made it a decent trade.
Blue team has slain.
You finally got your tier. I would have liked the tier sooner, personally. Now this is why I like tier in these lanes too, is because Jayce, like Jayce in the top lane, he can't really poke out some lanes, like some of the tankier lanes. But like all you need is one combo on a squishy mid, like LeBlanc, and you're good. Or even a squishy top. You just need like one combo and you're fucking golden. So that tier, like building up that mana pool to harass with, is really nice. Jayce, I haven't really said much about the early game because generally speaking, like when it comes to Jayce, your early game's pretty easy unless you do some dumb fucking crazy all-in that you did earlier, right? But like the big thing that's going to determine whether or not you're going to win with Jayce is how hard you roll in the mid game. The longer the game goes, the harder it gets. Okay, so there, one too many shots without vision. We need to back up here. We're obviously not going to win the turret, right? Like, we can't get it. We don't have enough rotate, and that's okay. 1/4 and living is better than 1/6 and dying under the turret, right? CG Merc asks, wouldn't Hex Drinker be a better buy early on? You could go Hex Drinker early as opposed to the early, well, wait, what is he building? Oh, he's trying to, yeah, I don't know. He's building like half items on a lot of things. I think he's trying to finish his tier item. His Mana Moon. So here, this is a pretty good example. As long as you have MR runes, you should be okay as Jayce. Right? As long as you have MR runes. If you don't have MR runes, then yeah, you may have to consider Hex Drinker. But like, if it's a battle of burst, as long as you're planning your all-in smart, like you'll be fine. The thing is, you got to remember that no matter how you itemize, someone's gonna blow you up later. Either Rengar. Okay, well, what did we just do? That Volibear is really squishy, and I don't get why. So here, you try to EQ, you miss, it happens, and as a result, you get blown up. All I would say to you here, buddy, is don't jump in unless it's sure, because there's always better fights as Jayce. And as long as you're gating yourself, you can always choose whether or not to jump in. There, we have to know that LeBlanc is coming out of base, and we know that Riven's not in position. So we fire our EQ. If we get the Teemo, great. If we don't, then we just back in the lane. But we don't really want to die for this. I'm okay with you firing off an EQ here. But once it misses, dude, there's no point of suiciding for it. And let me see how you're EQing, actually. He kind of baits you into it. Your gate needs to go on top of you. Future reference. Put the E right on top of yourself. Get into this habit. Trust me, it helps. I play a lot of Jace.
Subscriber.
Will the banker.
Welcome to the Nisi
Thank you.
Trade.
So, put the gate right on top of yourself. E right here and Q. That way, you can decide. You can wiggle right inside the gate and fake people out a little bit, make them panic. Maybe you make them flash. But if you have the gate here, you don't have to do all the way down here to get that move speed. So as a result, you get no move speed to work with. And you also dive in, which I didn't like, but whatever. It happens. But that's something to think about for you in the future. So now they're going to get Rift. See, you had control. All you had to do was just back there, and you were fine. If you're going to get into some silly shit, you got to plan your poke really well as Jace. Okay, you're playing like a maniac here. What just happened?
New donation.
Mr. Cinder, thank you. This was good mechanics. I want to see this again. So you go in, you kind of go a little crazy. Lux hits you with a bind, and you decide that I'm going in. Okay. I kind of like the crazy. I kind of like the crazy there. It looks a little wild, but you know what? It was wild at a good time. LeBlanc didn't have ult. Vayne was coming up river. You dodged some skill shots. I like the confidence. I like that. I like that confidence there. Remember, try to clear the back line first. The range creeps first. It's faster. You're backing up to turret. Why? Where are you going? Do something. Dude, when this happens, do something with it. Look at the pressure that's on the map. Look at your bot lane right now. Look what they're doing. Go push. Apply pressure because they're winning, right? You know that they're winning. See, this is going to suck when you lose this because you technically have a pretty big lead here with the double turrets down, but like do something with this. Like, shove this next wave in, run down the bottom, hell, run up to top and see if you can't dive Teemo. Like, I don't fucking know, but do anything other than, or even farm, anything other than backing up and sitting here. Okay, that's bad though by you. Watch how you play this. Now, you have the pink ward down, so I don't know why you feel the need to fight. You have the pink ward down, you have the move speed back here, you're playing Jayce. This Rengar is fed. You should know that he's fed by now. So what you should be thinking is when he pops that ult on you and you know it's coming, you need to be thinking, shit, I'm running away. But you fire your fucking... You fire your combo there, which slows you down. And then you stop. And you switch forms, and then you go to jump in. Why? Why are you jumping in? You should know that just getting his ult and running towards your team, just making him waste his ult, dude, the cooldown of the ult, 77 seconds, decently long cooldown for what's about to happen. If you get Rengar to waste his ult, he can't really do anything for the next minute. It's like a minute something power play. He can't do anything. He can't team fight without his ult. It's not like Gangplank, dude. This isn't like other champions. Rengar literally exists off of his ult. So if you get him to waste his ult and he doesn't get an engage on you, super worth. So why, when he ults, why do you feel like you need to go back in here, is what I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. He's fed. It's never going to bode well for you, even if you see him coming. And the way you play it is really goofy, too. Like, even if you wanted to kill him, like, why not pull him towards your team more? So that was just silly death.
Blue team's turret.
Rengar gets a kill, you get the shutdown. Go kill this Teemo. There you go. Go, go, go. No, kill the Teemo. This works too. Pushing the lane, looking for a fight. This is great. We don't have anything that we can do right now other than poke. So ideally, we're looking for picks around the map if we can get them. But you need to work off your team. This is where Jayce starts to fall off a little bit, is once you get to the team fight phase. Because if your team isn't sieging, you can't really do much other than work off them, poke, and stay alive. Yeah. You're just kind of running all willy-nilly around the map. But you're not like fed or anything. And you don't have any resistances, so you're just kind of going crazy, man. Yeah. You're just not positioning well now. It's a long game too, so let's skip ahead. I think we opened the wrong game, maybe. This might have been the other one that you didn't want. Or maybe you start to get a bunch of kills later. It's a 49-minute game, so maybe you do come back. Maybe you come back hard. I don't know. You get one kill. Maybe this is how you come back. I can't imagine you getting some absurd amount of kills and losing from here, but hey, maybe you do. Maybe you do, guys. Maybe he does. Maybe he comes back hard. Going for Ashe. This is free pickings. They're going for Baron, it looks like. Holy shit, are they? Oh, they get it too. Ooh, good juke on the Ashe arrow. Oh no, don't go in there. No, the funnel. No.
Shut down. Red team's turret has been.
I'm gonna back up because I didn't go over that situation. This is what you need to be thinking here. So you come down. Let's put it in your perspective. You come down. They obviously get Baron. You hear it happen.
New donation.
Thank you, Bank Clamp Dream. So you know that they have Baron. There's no question that they have Baron. You make a nice juke. Dude. It's 4v5 right now, and you're like going at them. Ready? Here you go. You land some okay poke or whatever. But your thought is always like, let's jump in. So like when you see that they have Baron and you dodge that Ash arrow, dude, you're done. Just reset, find a better spot, get a better position. Yeah, dude.
Red team's turret has been.
You're getting pretty big. You got level 16. That's not too shabby. You get a double kill. You get GA. GA is a pretty good buy here because you're going to get blown up pretty much no matter what you do.
Blue team dragon.
So far, my man, what I see in this game is I see someone with heavy mechanics that is completely feast or famine. Either you get some like cheesy kill early and go massive, or you give people that are worse than you a lead and you don't win as often as you should. That's what I see from you right now. Game's still up for grabs, though. They're not really putting anything away. But see, this is the shittiest part of Jayce, dude. This is why I don't like Jayce. Because games go late game too often. And then I just feel like... This is what I'm talking about. You just get fucking shit on. It feels like, no matter what you do. It just feels like you get pounded. And now you lose GA. That really sucks. Alternatively, you could go Black Cleaver. You could go Sterix if you don't want to do GA and get some of your damage. Black Cleaver's obviously the more damage-oriented type of build. Now you're going for it, looks like. Wow, I can't believe you actually... Let's look at this. I can't believe you hold up here. Ooh. Ooh! That's a play, boy! I like that play. That was nice. That was nasty. I dig that. Okay, so your team does Baron. I guess this game wasn't that bad for you. Ooh, getting hot now. I guess this wasn't the wrong one. I like how you ran all the way back. You were unsure where LeBlanc or where their team was at. I guess they couldn't have been anywhere close to you yet, but even still, it's good that you stepped back. There's your Black Cleaver. Now you're sitting pretty big, dude. Oh, you get his flashes. Back away, dog. No. Okay, good. You don't get picked. Just reset. Get all your HP. Get your home guards going. There you go. You have GA? You do. Okay, nice. Definitely stay in it. Push the waves out. Reset. Get your HP. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Just get your HP so you can pressure. Yeah, you waited too long here. Just once you get out of combat, just get your HP. And quickly. You can bait your tower's HP a little bit. There, you finally do it. You get a red pot. Nice. You one hit the Teemo pretty much. Volibear chomps a guy. And now you're just pushing the wave away. Nice. Flash forward. Going hard in the paint. You're letting top fall though. Don't know why. We should be getting that. There we go. Wow. You know, thankfully, their team is pretty squishy. So even though you're like late game Jayce, you can still blow some shit up. And you know, because you've got a decent front line with the Volibear, he is a decent front line. And targets are getting low. You're able to pick up some kills here or there, make some nice plays. But this game is, you realize though, dude, if we don't win mid game, this game is essentially a coin flip now. As Jayce. And like I said, most of the time he's not going to do much late game. This is a comp where it's sort of working because, like I said, everyone's building really squish. No one's built tanky at all in their team. You can see it in the builds. Minus like Teemo, who's building semi, not even really tank. I guess sort of. Frozen Mallet and Frozen Hard and just weird ass fucking build that makes no sense. But after like 30 minutes or so as Jayce, you're basically just EQing and hoping that someone is frontlining for you. You have it with the Volibear, but if someone gets caught, you don't really do it alone. That's kind of how I feel with Jayce. You don't really do it alone. You clean up, you poke a little. You don't really make your own fucking destiny often. You have the GA though, so you might be able to do like a bursty, like all-in type of gamble where you bait the GA to win a team fight. But here we have everyone pushing mid. This is where the game gets thrown somehow. Okay, you get Vayne ults. Karma's dying for free. I don't know why. Karma's backlining. Don't know why. You make a nice little play on LeBlanc. You get a double kill. Your team is dying in the back though. Volley's zoning everyone off. And now it's you and Vayne versus... Oh, Vayne died too? Yeah, it's you versus the world here. You needed the kite. You shouldn't have died here. Okay, good. You didn't die, thank God. Yeah, just kite it back. Don't get engaged on it. Oh my God, you're so close to them. So right there is where you ended the game. You ended the game. Just... Your team sucks. You're doing as best you can. Your lane could have been cleaner. Your mid game could have been cleaner. You definitely seem like the type of guy, once you get a lead, you can carry games. However, we got to clean up the little leaks in the early game for sure. The all-ins over minions are unnecessary. Does it look like you're struggling to out-farm your lanes? No. You have the highest farm in the room. So obviously, if you're just left to your own devices, you're going to out-farm most of the people that you'll face at your level, and then you'll be able to do this shit, where you're playing Jayce pretty well late game, right? And probably mid game, once you hit some power spikes. But situations like this, where you let the game drag out, and, you know, like I said, we're coin flipping now. And I don't really, like, I feel like you don't really create it alone. And here you get a free pass out, and you turn back in. And this is one of your other weak points. You have a tendency to go, and you need to know how to shift gears. I saw you do it down here with the Rengar ult earlier in this replay. You know that they can beat you, but yet you still try to challenge us. Okay, you still try to challenge this. It's just like here when you had the pink ward down and you had the Rengar ult, you see the exclamation point over your head. You clearly know, you see the guy with the pink ward, and you still challenge instead of just saying, fight another day. Live to fight another day. Here, you could have lived to fight another day. You could have backed. You could have gotten Riven up maybe. You could have waited. They don't have Baron, so you could have just EQ'd to try to wave clear. You might have give up an inhib or something, but you don't just end the game. When you die, death timers are staggered. You pretty much end the game, in my opinion, when you do this. And sure enough, and you lose your GA, which is huge.
Shut down. Has been destroyed.
What an intelligent Riven. Fight for a brighter tomorrow, Sickety Wicked, yep. Death timers are staggered. People run around like chickens with their heads cut off. Vayne's trying to help you. LeBlanc's trying to get people to group. This game is just Clown Fiesta 50-50 mess, dude. Oh, and your team gets ambushed at Baron. Yikes. Teemo with the clutch, dude. Teemo punked you guys hard there. They get Baron. Or they don't. I don't know why they don't. You get a kill on Teemo. You get a kill on Ashe. They still haven't Baron. Rengar's gonna Baron. And I think this is where you actually lose, is once they get Baron. And in terms of winning from this position, I would be looking for picks right now if I were you. I know it sucks, but like you kind of have to, because your team's gonna lose. Like if you don't find a pick, the game's over anyways. Just FYI, the game's over obviously a lot of the time, but situations like this when they have Baron, you're better off looking for a pick than letting it go to a team fight. 2 inhibs down with a Baron team pushing with a giant Rengar. I would rather try to find somebody than back. You're also gonna get munched by Rengar anyways, I think here. Oh, he's going to kill Riven. Yeah, you should be looking for someone. And there it is, actually. There's the person to find. But you just kind of back, and there's no point of backing. The game's over if you back, actually. For sure. Because watch. You see, Riven's going to get picked. We know that. Rengar is going to go for somebody. But either way, we need to delay them for pushing. They have Baron. They have a win condition. They can literally just walk with the minions down mid lane, and they win. So when we just back, we're giving them the opportunity to do that. We're not gonna be able to wave clear. Jayce doesn't have enough wave clear on his own, so we just gotta kill someone. We gotta gamble. This is where you would gamble, by the way. I'm giving this to you because if you're worried about like what I could have done to win in this late game scenario, that's what you could have done to win in this late game scenario. You need to find someone, and you didn't need to back. You needed to just do it right away and have people running around the map after you. And there you go. That's good. All right, dude. Overall, I thought that your I feel like your mechanics are actually they're pretty nice. You did some fancy pants shit in the mid lane where you're dodging skill shots, but you're not you don't know how to dial it back, and you're not thinking enough about your action. You're saying, "I'm Jayce, I'm jumping in." That's what you're saying. It seems like every fight, and for all intents and purposes, I think your mechanics are better than everyone else in this room right now, except, you know, yeah, I would say your mechanics are better. Playing Rengar and getting fed in low elo is a fucking joke. So I would give you the credit for probably playing the best mechanically in this game. But you got to understand, in order to beat players with Jayce, you have to have a stronger mid game where you take initiative in the early game and like make a good all in, not all inning over 30 minions like you did earlier in the replay. You also have to be smarter with your positioning. You have to read fights better than your team and position appropriately, which takes practice. Your fight here at Blue Buff's an example of the time that you didn't. Also, you need to gate yourself more often. Always gate yourself. Every time is Jayce. Try to gate yourself. The only time that I won't do it is when I'm trying to be deceptive and weird. But almost every time you gate yourself, it's impossible to fucking dodge that shit if you gate yourself. And then another example here with the pink ward, just play situations like you are a poke champ, and dying is important. Control fights better. Then once you've identified a spot that makes sense, after you've talked yourself into a good spot, instead of saying, I need to go in here, be like, okay, what can go wrong here first? And then you'll start piecing together better situations where you feel good about it. Overall, I think you're pretty solid. I think that if you played smarter, I think you'd climb out of gold very easily with the mechanics you showed me. This fight here shows me that you're a capable player mechanically of doing some advanced shit. Now it's time to get us over the hump of trying to go in every fight and thinking more. And then obviously the last thing that I said, which was when they have Baron, they're gonna push anyways. You might as well try to make some picks around the jungle, because if you don't, the game's over. Your team won't hold up versus a Baron push with Rengar, and you only have one turret. It's not gonna hold up. So you got to just find picks and try to discourage them from pushing while your team clears. That's it. All right, YouTube, Twitch, thank you so much for watching. I love all you guys. I'm out. Peace, crackers.